Okay, this is the furthest point we could get through the sewer line. We couldn't get any further due to the offset and the root intrusion at this area. This area is located at the sidewalk by the driveway, right at that property line. We're going to pull back so you can actually see the root damage. Um, this is a fairly severe root blockage, and you can see that the pipe is not even visible, and there's maybe about a 2.5 inch opening only at most. And it's out of this 4 inch diameter pipe. Okay, as we continue to pull back, we're going to see some small roots intrusion at this joint. These are not major, but they are signs of a break in that area, so it's something to be aware of. Again, as we pull back, some more small root intrusions in this area right here. Again, nothing major, but something to be looked at and noted. And we're going to pull back now again to some larger diameter roots. This would be a fairly decent amount of root growth. There's just due to the size of the roots. There's about 50% blockage to the pipe there, and again, the size of the roots are pretty severe. Some stragglers just right behind that. So we need to really clean this pipe out to be able to further examine that area in particular. And then I'm going to pull back to some additional roots. It's a medium amount of growth coming in. Again, something to be looked at and worried about, but no major issues at that joint. And again, as we're pulling back, we're going to come up to a large root mass again. As you can see, almost about 95% of the pipe is blocked off. Frame of reference, the camera head that we're looking through is about 1.5 inches in diameter. So if you can see that it's barely poking through, you have a very small diameter hole there only. As we pull back here, you're going to see an actual offset. You can look up at the top left corner there, you can see how far the pipe is pulled away. And while it's not structurally compromised, it is something to be looked at. And again, we're pulling back to a very large root mass at the clay to cast iron transition at the house. That really needs to be examined and looked at. Something needs to be done about that. The amount of root intrusion in this sewer pipe is actually pretty high. I would be very cautious and going forward with this sewer line. We need to excavate it out and trim back the roots and really take a look at the condition of the pipe further. So just be advised about that. We're going to end up pulling back into some cast iron, and the cast iron doesn't look entirely too bad, but could use some of what's called some descaling. The descaling will just knock down some of the bigger chunks of rust and sort of smooth the pipe out to provide a little bit of better drainage, but that's in the cast iron portion underneath the house. Going out towards the street, again, this terracotta clay pipe needs to really be cleaned appropriately, and also needs to be examined after it is cleaned. All right, as we pull back, you're going to see the camera go fuzzy right here. I accidentally, essentially broke the cable to my camera at this point in time and I'm holding it in. So we're going to have some picture interruptions, but we're not going to skip anything over. Your picture should come back, although it'll be kind of fuzzy and whatnot. Again, I'm sorry I ruined the camera cord on my camera. But you'll see the cast iron here, not in too bad a shape. It is a little bit bumpier, a little bit calcified. It's nothing I would really worry about. However, it during the course of all the cleaning that's going to be going to be necessary for the actual downstream side, which is the part in the clay and all the roots, it would be worthwhile to probably go ahead and give this a cleaning or two. Right now what you're seeing is what's called a belly in the line. Nothing too dramatic considering the head on the camera is only about an inch or so. And it's a very, very short belly. I don't think this is a very large structural problem. And then at this point, we're actually almost back to where the camera portion begins. This is the toilet flange in the hall bathroom. And we'll be coming out and doing a short panorama so you can see the inside of the bathroom. This is proof that it was that same house. And that concludes the end of the video at this point. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye-bye.